All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Let's get there. Let's them. Let's go. 45 is the mark. Don't get nervous. Check 45 is the mark. Check 45.
On first down, Wentz. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Philadelphia.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Wentz sliding out of the pocket. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching...
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
This is Howard on second down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
On first down, they run with Howard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it second down and 11. On second down, it's Howard. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 43-yard line.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
First down, Philadelphia.
Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check 26, check 26.
They run with Howard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Watch the pass. 51. 52 by 52.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Bryant missed it. No good. Wide to the left there for Bryant. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Now Howard. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Intended for Mohamed Sanu. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Jalen Mills in on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe it. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch. But you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And that is incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. With it is Jackson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Go. Get it. 45 to Mike.
From midfield, here's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Philadelphia.
Here we go. Waiting. Forward, go. Get ready. Let's do it. 45, Mike. 45. Oh, get it, Paul. Hey, check Mike 45.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Running right, this is Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 3rd down gain of 19. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught outright by Graham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, and his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. 3rd down here. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The throw over the middle taken in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They go with Howard again. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Malik Jackson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. His throw caught at about the 5. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
That's another Falcons first down.
Ryan will throw again. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Watch out, watch your feet.
Again, it's Howard. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Brings up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
25, check 25, check 25. Banjo.
They'll try and run for it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Eagles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest.